So upon inspection of the Grand, with some valuable intel, we found explosives under everyone's seat except for Solaris. Solaris didn't have bombs underneath their booth.
Bruh, this is a bra moment.
Very suspicious here.
I think this is very valid evidence because if the member wasn't in Solaris, why would there be a perfect gap of no TNT underneath Solaris?
Down TNT.
Yeah, it almost seems too good to be true. It's like
they think it was Alternia because we're like, okay, Alternia, bombing Gangster, very.
Don't take it personally, but like
I would not personally. I would not bomb the Grand Music Festival. All right, you heard it from me. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, okay, but
you heard it here.
Based on history, we assumed you first, but there was a lot of bombs underneath your seat, so we kind of ruled you out because why would you kill yourself?
Yeah, we looked after under your seat. There was bombs as well. I think the Alternia seat had the most bombs.
Yeah, honestly, you guys were in the most danger. So thank us for removing that.
Oh wait, Chisa.
Thank you.
Should I take out the thingy then?
No, keep it.
Okay.
We'll do some seating rearrangements.
It's whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm one for someone in Solaris being behind this, but we have no solid evidence.
Yes. Okay, Garfield. Okay, we're gonna get Yertree and Garfield, so I'll introduce them one at a time. And Cynthia, apparently. Okay, these two people, I'll do
cool
because Cumzone are a stronger power. I'm sorry, Yertree. We'll put you in next. But this is Garfield, leader of the Cumzone, and Cynthia, second in charge of the Cumzone. They will be joining us to give their thoughts. Hello, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we've been observing the things that have been going on.
Ooh, indeed.
We built this fucking building, man. It took so long. It took so fucking long to build that fucking building, man.
Yeah. So there's been a bit of fighting going on the past hour between Sketch and Jack and Igor and then other people also. So we thought it'd be one of them, to be honest. It's not.
Well, this fighting in Easter right now is more of a law issue. It's not political. It is between the Lasagna Corporation because they've had some infighting. So that is that we know why that fighting is going on. It's between Magic and Reed. And then
I don't know. I didn't bomb because I was at school when this happened.
I know you didn't bomb. You are true Asterian. I know you didn't bomb.
So hang on. Was it Penguin we were saying was the prime suspect?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know when Penguin was last on, but it appears that there have been bombings in the past hour. Unless people just haven't found them yet, but someone has been bombing in the past hour when Penguin's not been online. Unless there's multiple conspirators here. You know, there's a joint effort. It could be multiple.
Should have a joint effort.
Exactly.
We need to find out who the bomb planter was because we had suspicions, but now these suspicions are gone, given all the evidence that we have.
It was the shadow government.
I'll add Yertree to Yertree's thing.
I'm
welcome from the Yertrean fallacy.
It's actually phallocracy.
It's close enough.
Okay.
I can't read everyone.
So from what I'm hearing here, from the apparent stuff that you guys are saying, it sounds like this is a definite group effort. It sounds like this is more than one person, especially with the amount of TNT or explosives described.
A lot of them have been based of them. So it is most likely an anti-Asterian group or person.
Who isn't though at this point?
Whoa!
There's a large. Not me. Not saying me. Not saying particularly. But I'm hearing here. Keep in mind, my whole thing is merchantry. We do a lot of trade and intelligence. I'd like to point that out. So a lot of things I'm hearing from the smaller factions is a lot of opposed to this Hydra alliance, I so heard.
Okay, well, we were
Reed,
gonna.
that's secret. Reed,
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No,
Reed,
no,
you weren't supposed to say that.
there's no
Ooh.
miniguns in the Wall of the Grand, guys. That is false information made by Solaris.
What just happened?
Obviously, false information
What happened?
made by Solaris. This was
Guns in the wall is false Solarian
The
propaganda.
only
Uh-huh,
thing in your walls is me.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
copper wire under your skin. You can get it out. You can start scratching whenever you feel ready.
What's
I've got a really
What's
itchy
happening?
finger.
yep.
What's
It's obviously
happening?
not true. It's not true at all. This is a propaganda. Propaganda.
But
this
so I want to
is
while we
some
have a
heavy propaganda.
we have a group here, so I'm gonna say it. The Hydra Alliance, unfortunately, because everyone hates us for whatever reason. Okay, I'm gonna kind of.
It's because we're just
We're
good.
too cool. We're too
Hold
cool.
on.
They couldn't handle our coolness.
I think
Yeah.
they have a skill issue.
This is the truth of
Shut up.
the Hydra Alliance.
Frequencies.
But right, okay. The Hydra Alliance. We never meant to oppress people. We just wanted to help
We
everyone.
didn't.
We didn't oppress anyone. That's the thing. We
Don't
haven't
you
oppressed.
control half the server? Don't you
No.
own half the server?
We
No,
don't
no,
control
we own
anything.
the whole server. But
No.
Yeah, exactly. Guys.
We
Right,
don't
okay.
control anything though, but yeah.
no, let's play bot game.
We
Our
just-
Yes, you don't control half the server. You own half the server. Thank you for the
What do you
explanation.
mean he
here.
owns half the server? He owns all of the server.
Yeah, I was gonna say I own all the server.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Hydra owns all of the server, not half
Yeah.
of
All
it.
of the server.
All of
Set
it.
owns half of
Every
the
single
server. Garfield
bit.
owns the rest, and then we all kind of make it work. But
But anyway, Chisa is trying to say something important here.
listen, guys. I'm gonna. ban
Just
everyone.
fucking say it.
Right, okay. The Hydra Alliance. Okay, we were a very powerful alliance. I'd like to believe we were very good. We wanted to help people get the independence they deserved, and we wanted to kind of support smaller nations. We didn't want people to feel oppressed. We wanted to kind of spread democracy and fairness among the nations, and give support when needed. That's what we did at the start on the medieval total war. We did support smaller nations. If Stone was still here, he would agree that Aster helped his nation out a lot. Well, Aster helped his nation out a lot. We supported them with a lot of things, and a lot of the other smaller nations we helped out, especially the Bison Barony. We helped them out a lot. So Hydra and Aster has only ever helped smaller nations. We have only ever supported and fought for the independence of smaller nations, but we've always been under threat of people for whatever reason. However, because apart from risk, yeah, we've always had our little differences. But because everyone hates us for whatever reason, I don't know why everyone hates us when we're just trying to be nice.
It's because
It's
they're
literally
opinion,
just-
opinion wrong.
It's just
Exactly.
copium. It's just cope.
Because
Yeah, copyright.
Thanks,
the-
Elton.
Hope
thank
is
you,
hard.
mate.
we have decided to disband the Hydra Alliance. This is what everyone
That's
cried.
crazy.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Everyone, Vriska, I will.
Hydra,
There is no
Oh,
such
actually,
I'm gonna make
also,
your. I'm
can
gonna make
someone
your.
tell me
I'm gonna
what
make your
shape
country
Italy is?
spin right round.
wait,
Anyone
what,
know?
what-
Anybody know what shape Italy is whatsoever? Like a rough idea.
it's like I think it's like a melon. I don't quite remember.
It's a boo.
Oh, there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you. Goodbye, everyone. It's been real. Good dunk. There's one. Who was
My
the other
face
one?
when everyone's saying Hydra gone, like it's gonna change anything.
Yeah,
We
so-
didn't- Hydra
Crazy.
didn't change anything to begin with. It being gone will also change nothing.
We
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to continue the mission of protection and spreading freedom and helping.
Listen,
That's so
Hydra
crazy.
dissolving will only show how much. I mean, no, not how much. How little.
How little,
it
yeah,
mattered.
it
How
actually
little
meant.
it mattered.
How the
This will
because
go to
like
show.
Everyone was inactive anyway.
yeah, half of the Hydra Alliance was small nations. It was Aster and Kumzo, and they were the biggest two nations, the most powerful nations.
So
The rest
for
of
all you Hydra
True.
haters, I hope you realize that Hydra dissolving will not change anything.
I hope you're happy.
You can dissolve the
Yeah,
European Union, but the United Nations will never fall apart. is
so
what I'm
true.
saying. I will wear the blue helmet until the day I die.
I love paying 160p for 1 litre
I'll
of
be
fuel.
shot in the head wearing my blue helmet, and that'll be it for me.
Aster W. On God, totally don't just say that to whichever nation I'm in.
Yeah. That's how like national pride works.
Well, yeah,
You just
and
go
it's
pog
just-
for wherever you are.
mhm.
That's kind of it. Like it doesn't have to go much deeper than that.
So let's add Year Tree back. Let's see what Year Tree has to say. No, wrong person. Okay, Vrissa.
Ooh, yeah, your tree. Boo, Vriska, boo. Boo.
All right, guys. We
Words
have
of
Year
wisdom.
Tree. Vrissa back.
Boo. Your tree, yeah.
The
Let's move on to
nightmare.
Hydra Alliance. What do you guys think of this news? Which we didn't want to announce now. We wanted to announce it later to be more dramatic, but you know.
Sorry. As for my knowledge of the Hydra Alliance and when it was instated,
Here we go.
it was less of an opposition and more of a fear of like a really strong power.
But we
I'd like
never
to
stopped
state
any
that.
wars.
That
Yeah,
kind of
everyone-
Intimidating.
No,
this
it
one's
wasn't
allowed.
that. But it's like when someone holds a really big gun around you, you're more fearful of the gun than you are the person. So
Yeah, because we're really big, they know they can't do anything wrong without us stepping in. That's why everyone hated it.
yeah, well, that's also that. Yeah, it's
We
a big
were
diplomatic
too
power.
good, too cool. Too
Gonna
cool
be
for school.
completely honest. Hydra was like there. It was strong, but people didn't hate Solaris Federation when they were originally a country. Solaris Federation would always flaunt their weapons.
Sure, Irish neighbor country.
Yeah,
No, it's not-
I can vouch for this.
They
As one of the main people who did it.
all the time, and hardly anyone saw Solaris in a negative light. But Hydra never flaunted power, never was like, oh, Hydra's the best, oh, we're so strong and powerful. We said, hey, we just want to protect everyone and have peace. But
And we got
everyone hated
for it.
never hated Solaris when they were like, oh, we have nukes, we're gonna nuke you. Oh, we have all these weapons, all these nukes, all these whoa. And then, Acer has never flaunted weaponry or power.
That's true, actually.
I'd love for
Very
Solaris
Alright,
to
I have some
itself because I don't want it to feel like we're just hating on Solaris because Acer has a lot of respect for Solaris. We've been together a lot.
Ultra's the only good one in Solaris.
We just
So true.
Only good person.
we just wish that
Yeah,
Solaris
that's
helped out Acer more because we felt neglected by Solaris, and Solaris probably felt neglected by Acer because we were both kind of two different ecosystems. So Acer as a country, we love Solaris. We respect them a lot. We just wish that both of our communities could have been more intermingled, and we could have, I just wish Solarian people called themselves Asterian instead of, their own thing.
Stop playing music down your speakers.
Okay, but man's the TikToks. These
Alright.
fucking headphones.
I have some statements to make.
Lisa has to have
I have
Subway
some
Surfers
statements to
in on the background. You
I
can't
have some
help it.
statements to make. Alright.
Uh,
First of all,
One, two.
how would you react if I were to tell you that everything that has just happened has been completely planned?
That's
I would
I
be
crazy.
kind of
That's
feel that it
real
was a bit.
crazy.
Shit,
That
around.
would be real
Everything-
crazy, and it's not like we discussed that. That's real crazy. It's not like we already
Alright,
thought of that.
everything but the bombings have been affected by someone. Alright?
Okay, so everything we were
Someone
talking
has
about,
been
except the shit
controlling
we
this
weren't talking
entire
about.
server.
Oh, it's
Okay.
you.
The
And
shadow.
Shadow government.
Yeah.
The shadow government is real. I work for it.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard money.
The shadow government is real and I work for it.
Oh, that's real crazy.
I work
I
for
had
the
that
shadow
one down.
government.
Bro, stop speaking.
Wait, hold up.
Are
You're
you
saying
admitting to being
mean,
one
you're-
of the terrorists?
Meow.
Yeah, you're basically
Oh,
admitting.
I-
Yeah,
thank you for admitting
Terrorist.
that.
Thank you for admitting that you did
Let me
that's all
ring up
information
Solus real quick. Let me ring Solus up real quick. I'm gonna ask him for a favor.
So can I?
All right,
Meow.
guys.
By
All right,
chance?
guys. Everyone in the courtroom right now, say goodbye to Alternia.
No,
hated
no,
you.
what?
Floor in the next
Suck
20
ass.
minutes.
I didn't do the bombings.
Oh,
I didn't do
you
the
did.
bombing.
Working with them. You just admitted
But
to
yeah.
working with them.
No, the
Think
shadow
yourself.
government is not.
Willing
The shadow
negligence
government is
makes
not
you
related
Jeffrey.
with the bombings.
Shadow Wizard
Well-
Money Gang.
The shadow government is
Wizard
not
money
related
gang.
to the
We
bombings.
love cast and spell.
Hey,
What are
guys,
they?
anyway, so we're gonna
Legalize
get
nuclear bomb.
the leader of
Oh, finally, Risk is gone. That's crazy.
human in here.
Oh,
Okay, I would like to say one thing. So I know it's not Vriska because she was targeted by the same terrorist. We already know that. We can cross her out because she's one of the first, actual victims. We also can cross out the public, People's Republic of Aster. So far, though, I haven't heard of any other victims, but that knocks it down to one thing. That means that this person is most likely either from, let's say, someone that hates Hydra, because it
What if
has to
it's
be one of them. So it's
ozone?
not anyone inside of Hydra. 'Cause think about it. They targeted Alternia and one of the biggest forces in Hydra. So we're gonna have to, do something like check RER, that type of stuff, because that's probably the only place where the terrorists came from.
Okay.
It's probably just ozone or something simple like
Yes.
that.
It
It's
could just be
not
some
ozone.
fucker
I know
launching a
that
missile
much.
from like a bajillion miles away.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, Ozone, I'm sorry, but I have been spying on everything you've been doing lately, so I know for a fact it's not Ozone.
The admitting today is crazy.
That's kind of based though.
Me personally, I would
I've
never.
been
love
spying on
this,
Ozone to
yeah.
see what resources they have,
Why
so I
is
can try
no
and get a
one
really
bringing
good
up
deal
the
on my
fact that
trades.
Vriska just admitted to being part of a shadow government?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
is
that's
no
true.
one
was gonna
bringing
Oh
bring
this
it
up?
up
yeah,
though.
oh
Comment,
yeah.
yeah.
No, Vriska was. I'm pretty sure she's a conspiracy theorist because
Like
Just-
Alternia have
How can
no
you be
power. I doubt they are a shadow government. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bitches, no hoes, no crypto, nothing.
the shadow government does not condone the Unabombers. I know this much.
Willem, who is it?
Okay, how do
Yeah.
you?
Okay, if
But
they
Give us-
don't,
give
if
us
they don't
names.
associate with
Give
it,
us
tell us
names
who's in this shadow government.
of
No,
this so-called
It's
Tell
shadow
us
government.
exactly who's in this government.
Okay,
Uh,
listen, I know one of the members. I'm afraid to
How do
speak
we-
up because I know if I do, they're going to either cut off all of my trade routes to them or they're gonna bomb my entire fucking
That's fine.
country.
They're broke anyway. That's fine.
Hold
They're
up,
broke
hold up,
anyway.
hold
Who
up,
is
hold
it?
up, hold up.
You
Wait,
trade with me later.
How-
Trade with me
It's
instead. I'll
not.
let you
It's
switch
not
sides.
Wait, I have
Alternia,
a-
and it's no
I have
one
a
from
question.
Hydra. That's
I have
all
a-
I can
I have
say
a-
without getting fucking nuked.
I have a question. I have a question. How do we know Vrisk isn't just lying about this? Like
That could be funny.
everything?
Yeah, could be kind
That'd be
of.
it
really
could be a
funny.
good wind-up,
Well, I
actually.
know that she isn't
make a
lying
fake
because I
threat.
saw her ass
Let me
get
finish
beat
making
by
my
the
fishing
shadow
boat.
government and then yoink her shit. So
Oh,
Oh, that's
Okay,
quite
but
funny.
how
So,
can
where do
we
you think
trust
her
you when
train
you've been
went?
in cahoots with other people?
I don't
How
trust
can we
any
trust
of
your
y'all
word?
anymore.
Kahoot.
I love that game.
You've been
I don't
in
trust any
cahoots
of
with
you.
other people.
I would like to put something
Or you've been a little
position.
rapscallion lately.
Like Yotri talk.
I'd like to put
All I can say is one thing that
Wait,
might actually help you a
The
lot.
second.
One of the people who are leading the shadow government are in Hydra.
Well,
That's so
Hydra-
crazy.
So
That's
Hydra doesn't exist anymore. That's good.
well, it was
Well,
Hydra then, I guess.
They
is
used to be in
confirmed.
Hydra and they were manipulating people.
obviously,
Absolutely true.
Wow.
This is crazy.
That's
Any
crazy.
This
Anyway,
is
do you
really
wanna start
crazy.
setting up
The
our
thing
Crazy
is, I'm
anyways.
scared to say who they actually are because I know if I
Yeah,
do, all
we'll
of my
see what
shit's gonna
happens
get
this point.
yoinked.
Okay. How do you gain access to this so-called shadow government in the 3 days you've been on
Because
the
they
server?
tried to get me
When
in
I've
because I
been
had a
here
good
for
relationship with
100
every
days,
faction.
100 days, and I still don't know that this thing exists. And I've done some pretty
Yeah, just because
evil
everyone
deeds.
fucking hates you.
Oh,
That's not true. That's not true.
I am white. I am a fucking bomb. I'm quaking in his boots
Anyway,
right now.
as I was trying to say before this gets interrupted, the only reason I know is because they tried to invite me in because I had a good relationship with everyone.
That's fair.
This
Since I
is
was on good terms with everyone, even Boyo, they tried to get me in. I said no because I wanted to run my wine shop. Speaking about that, hey, a new
No, don't.
advertisement.
no.
There's the thing for this. There's the thing for this.
Wow.
So-
we don't like
New show,
advertising here.
Do we
potentially
know-
once a week.
You
Do we
should
know
go
the-
to Acer and go to Sketch Industries and buy an iPad for real.
Anyway, that was quick. So do
English
we know
people.
do we know the goals of the shadow government? Are they trying to do anything other than blow up like
I don't
a
think
house?
that shadow government exists since this shadow government is a third world country. People, when shadow governments are normally ran by a first world country.
Third world country? That's not important. Let's not think about that.
Whoa, poor
Um,
people. Never mind, guys.
I think that's
Crazy.
a poor choice of words. Let's
Hmm.
not describe them as a third
Everyone
country
point
because
and
they
laugh
are
at the Liverpudlian.
position.
Third world country, we are of course referring to Liverpool.
Oh, lad, mate, if I'm not being funny, we'll go fucking beat you up, you know.
Can you say chicken sandwich with chips, please?
I'm a chicken sarnie with chips. I'm not being funny. I'm actually gonna go with that. You know.
That's how people actually sound.
What's the word for negative ASMR?
I think that's just called.
That's what that is.
Yes. He's still going as well.
He sounds like the guy from Plants vs Zombies.
Does it? Zombies are attacking your plant.
Yeah,
Crazy Dave.
Yeah.
He sounds like my nightmares, honestly. Anyway, what were we even talking about?
He sounds like the monkey kid
You
from
live in
the
Canby, don't
Thornberries.
you? But go down to Canby and fucking shit.
That's just interference patterns hitting
I
my.
was thinking about. Thank you. I don't know who the fuck that was, but yes, you hit exactly.
What the kid from Thornberries?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Sorry guys. My liver pudding kind of slipped out.
That has unlocked an ancient part of my brain.
So anyway, right? Okay. Yeah, tree. What did you want to say?
I'd like to start making some form of representation for the smaller factions. I believe that at this point, with the larger factions being all in this very, very powerful position, I believe that the smaller factions should have some way to represent themselves amongst the larger factions.
I agree.
You can just give us a message though, and if
obviously, but I propose having a system. No, Solace, you don't count as a small faction.
You're a singular.
I mean, you as a singular person probably equate to the power of a small faction.
Oh, more than that.
Definitely.
Power equates to the size of like a normal sized nation. He is a very strong.
Yeah, with a very good personality and a very good size, very average size.
Okay, I've just got a question, Cynthia. Where's the gun being pointed at your head? Are you all right? Do you need help?
Great. I'm great. That's the man I gave 1,000 drills to in trade for some stuff.
Some bits and pieces.
Love that guy. Sketchy, be nice in chat, please.
So basically, I was suggesting it might be helpful to have a more centralized form of communication between all colonies and nations to make it easier for smaller nations to maybe set up.
I believe that we should make potentially a community courtroom of some
I think that would be well. This is effectively what this is, but yeah, in game, indeed, that could be quite good.
Perhaps the United Nations office of some sorts.
The United Nations, yeah, that would be.
My blue helmet
again. And it's guaranteed neutral. It's guaranteed neutrality, and it is controlled by a neutral faction.
Should make it like 0-0, and it's controlled by everyone and no one.
Yeah,
exactly. So there can be no fighting there.
Yeah, I also about the helmet.
I'm just going to propose that there can be no fighting there, even if there's a power of war. If someone's there, there will be no fighting. Anyone who pushes that will have the aggression of all neutral, all subscribed factions.
We can just hard block PvP and griefing and everything. We can make it so that's impossible to do.
You could, but that would make it kind of boring.
Nah, because someone would definitely blow it up immediately. Come on.
Obviously, grief
you see,
protection.
Not all of us here are over legal drinking age, so
some of us would just allowed to use the internet.
Less rationale.
Yes.
I see.
If something can happen, it will happen.
Yeah, I think
kind of the option here. So having a server-based thing like a courtroom that exists on the map, things like that, like Spawn, would be server protected because we make it for the use of everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a gameplay feature almost at that point.
Yeah, like a cutscene.
So I would like to point this out. Vriska is throwing out some weird things in chat right now. The shadow government has risen. They have already made their
What is different? Dissolving Hydra was not forced by anyone. It was just kind of a mutual decision that we didn't need to exist anymore.
We'll happily say how Hydra dissolved. Literally 2 minutes before I put the message in the Hydra chat, I messaged Garfield and said, "Hey, do you want to dissolve Hydra?" And Garfield, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it won't make a difference to anything.
No.
So
But-
it
it
doesn't
really
matter.
won't
Now that
change
Hydra is
anything.
dissolved, all of Hydra's members are now pretty much unallied with anyone.
So
So
yeah,
if there are small nations
get
who want
talking.
to kind of brush shoulders with people who have a lot more shit, start talking to them. They'll probably be more likely to message you back now because they have no allegiance with anybody. So maybe if you be nice, maybe if you are nice to your fellow gamer and friend, you can have some new friends and have new shit. Could be
Like,
funny.
Just to also mention, half of Hydra was small nations. You know, Bread Imperium, the Bison
True.
Valley, Lindell.
Prospero, I don't know how to say that word.
Now,
That's the one.
additionally, now with Hydra's dissolving and their I think it's abstainment, the word would be. Now that they're gone, we will need a new form of mediation between small faction to small faction, large faction to small faction, large faction to large factions. And I believe that with all of this, the court will be held, I believe, should be held in the courtroom, and it should be referenced and used in case of war crimes such as this, where it is an unprovoked attack and a bombing, such, which is the original topic of today. So we can charge them, and we can actually have some kind of actual court system, because this has been interesting, I will say.
Yeah, it has been. It's been very different. That much is.
The server's gotten a lot bigger since.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember.
First international court we had regarding Sketch and
Ah,
Yeah, that guy was a terrorist.
You mean the one that was in here?
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy that you
Oh,
could kind of just if you like open letter to everybody who plays on the server. If people don't like you, it takes about a week of you being like a nice person, and everyone will be friends with you.
everyone will
It's crazy.
forgive you immediately. Like,
Well, forget things like goldfish. It's crazy. Like if you're just nice for a week, that's all it is. All you have to be. And
okay,
people will be
please,
like, oh, wow,
please
I
keep
love you."
being nice though.
Yeah, keep being nice, obviously.
Don't stop.
We're both enemies of Easter, and now they are Asterian people and serve the country well. Like, you just need to prove yourself to people and like accept Boyo. Yeah, Boyo is a questionable one, but Boyo's not
That
here.
guy's- that
There's
guy's
not
quite
much
weird.
questioning, Boyo. Like,
anymore.
that was pretty hard and fast. What that guy is,
Very
but
sad that I don't
well,
know
I
who
eat
Boyo
sand.
is.
well, that's probably a good thing. Probably not, to be honest. But okay, let's get our top builders on a court in the middle of the map, probably, and make an
Aye, aye,
easy way to
Captain.
get to it. I
A
don't.
walk would probably
I'd
work
like to
quite well,
offer
so-
my assistance in this matter.
Of course, well, as soon as you suggested it, I feel like that's very fitting.
I would like to offer my architectural skills.
I would also like to be involved, so there'll be some kind of a little allegiance to make this court
Yeah,
go up.
we'll
Very good.
game us out.
An international effort.
Of people we like,
That would
and
be
then-
absolutely awesome, and an international effort towards this.
Yes.
Whoa, steps closer to like. I was going to say world
Actual
peace.
peace,
World
yeah.
peace. That's never going to happen.
Guys shaking hands.
Well, at
game
least,
template.
yeah. This is just at least going to give actual reason for people to be
Yes.
scared to break the laws. You know, like
Mm.
it's like it's assured destruction if you nuke someone. You're going to
It's
get
right.
nuked by everyone in the UN.
I just want to point out rules of war coming out to prevent any further bombings.
Wow.
I remember hearing this 3 weeks ago.
Right. I'm aware they're very late, but guys, I have a full-time job, so you know,
Yeah,
You sleep
yeah.
until like 5 p.m.
I work in a club, dude.
You sleep until 5 p.m.
Yeah,
You're a nocturnal animal.
Get someone else to do it if need be.
Yeah, just ask for help.
I'd-
We're here to help you, buddy.
Nearly done. Right.
I'd
so,
be happy to help.
and
He
the
doesn't ask for help.
very much nearly done. I just need to do like one more paragraph. But
Nice.
I want to point out any other terrorist attacks can only happen on buildings of political importance. The Carburet, the Grand, is not a building of political
Leave the
importance.
Grand alone. You can't bomb that.
Like Ghosh's house is also of not political importance.
Houses and the clubs are not.
Leave
Town
my
hall-
club alone, please.
Boom,
Town
boom,
halls
boom,
are
boom.
bombed. That is a building of political importance. That is fine. The Grand is not political importance. That was an illegal and rule-breaking bombing. Even though we have said multiple times, guys, please don't bomb. The rules aren't out. No bombings, no wars until we've released the rules. But people are doing it for whatever reason.
Yeah. Basically that.
Good message to leak.
Yeah.
Well,
It-
That was-
people are getting a bit rowdy.
Yeah, I don't know. Going back to stripping, I have not done that for a very long time. So.
Something that Georgie's brought up was like, how can you prove anything? There's no logs. No, but how can you prove anything ever without an irrefutable source of evidence? So that's almost like part of the point. So we need to have no. Yeah, just get a good lawyer, maybe. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't, because I am involved in the politics of the server while also being able to look at like the inner workings of it, which I know is a point of contention for some people. But if I had absolute evidence, I couldn't use it. I couldn't like share it, but then I would have to or not. I don't know. Like it wouldn't really work. So logging everything isn't really a solution. It's going for being drowned. No. I'm just.
No, he's totally fine.
I'm just here.
Those bruises are from when you fell earlier. Not being held at gunpoint, promise.
Yeah.
On another topic, I'd like to propose a poll on the design of the UN's building, potentially. I'd like to propose a style guide, perhaps a Greek style, perhaps Roman, perhaps going for a general nationality.
We are rather modern at the minute. So I think the plan was we just take a few of our country's best, if you will, and throw them at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going to whack something up in a creative world and then make it apparize
that is
at the click of a finger, because it's a fucking gameplay aspect and we want it done quickly, especially with the rules of war being out so people can get to war soon. However, if you do have shit you want to get, hey, this could look really cool, or here's something I think you could add, perhaps, yeah, feel free. Post, go crazy, man. If you have,
I'm gonna go crazy.
Reference images and shit of a style you like, or whatever, you can do whatever you like. I was personally going to go for a big, tall, glass skyscraper-esque building.
Also thinking of
like
that.
Shard, if any of you know UK architecture.
London.
London. Not the big penis-looking building. No, it's green and made of glass and kind of shaped like a pickle.
Do you mean the actual UN office building?
No, I mean the Shard, like the name of the building, the Shard in the UK, in London, the one I was talking about. But yeah,
I'm not getting
That
stabbed.
would actually be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool, big London tower.
It'd be very weird, but yeah.
Yeah, we like building things in weird shapes. When they've done that, got the T-shirt, if you will.
Oh yeah, there's lots of people here, so I can say this. I remember Grass definitely saw me trying this out this morning and got kind of upset about it. But I was thinking of adding a way of adding your nation to your username as well, which I think would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. There's
working
a
out.
simple way to do that.
Yeah, I tested it out this morning a bit, but then at what point? Because then someone was like, "Oh, can I get a Solaris employee rank that's part of the?" And it's like, it doesn't need to be that detailed. You just need to say what nation you're part of. So yeah, that's might be in the works if it's a cool idea. I think it's a pretty cool idea.
That is pretty cool. I think
Thank
that
you.
would help. I think
yeah, because the number of messages I see is either like what nation are you part of, or like just be able to instantly see that would be quite helpful.
I find myself referencing the Discord a lot when I see usernames in like the actual in game, and then I find myself going to and from generally.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've tried to parity them as much as possible. Like all the ranks are the same color and everything, but actually having because people put their nation in their username on Discord.
There's a plugin called Luck Perms, and I'm pretty sure
we can't.
We've been here.
We've been here.
Okay. If that's already out of the works, don't worry about it. But I do know you can add suffixes with the Luck Perms.
Yeah, we've got the shittiest permissions mod known to mankind, but it's the only permission mod that works.
Our problem was like, everyone was like, guys, move to Pure Forge, please! Oh my god! So we moved to Pure Forge, and all the mods for Pure Forge for moderation haven't suck.
Yeah, there was a reason we started with ArcLight, but it did cause so many problems.
Pure Forge is a bit difficult to use.
Yes. So we did have luck poems when we had Arclight, and that worked fine. And now we have Feed the Beast ranks, which really doesn't work as well. It forgets nicknames sometimes, which is
shit written down.
it does.
Yeah.
File. It
The
doesn't
ranks,
remember it.
it's not. It doesn't work 100% of the time. But hey, you guys wanted it, so you've got it.
I'd like to draw attention to something that Alex has just put in chat. By the way,
Yes.
petition to make a funding thing for the person next bombed. I believe that a recovery fund
Oh,
would be a
like
good
some kind
idea.
of aid. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I may make an insurance coverage business
We
potentially.
will provide
Ooh.
aid to anyone who is affected by the bombings. We will provide resources and aid. I'm sure other nations would love to do the
You
same.
have AIDS?
Well, I wasn't going to say it publicly, but now that
Oh,
I'm
okay.
open.
Garfield, this is the perfect time for the funny image you sent me earlier.
It goes, let me
I'm gonna go find it right now.
This is one of our mates sent me this. I'm really glad. This is just kind of clutch.
Jesus, bam. There you are, my friend. This might be good for you. You might need this.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
Joking.
Oh.
It's a funny picture.
I don't have
Yes,
it.
Solaris. I will be covering fire and theft protection. If potentially this is an idea.
Third party.
It's a potential third party theft, fire and theft. But this is something I'll think in private.
Would you be able to at some okay, I was messing with a little hot sauce packet and now it spilt all over my hands, so I feel bad now.
What an idiot.
But
what do you need to do?
Yotri, could we set up a meeting with you and me and Outlived at some point today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Today is a relative term.
Yeah, well, relative to your time zone, right now it's like 9 in the morning for me, so
you know, the other people in here.
And yeah, so at some point in the next like hour or so,
I'll be free.
We need a
Pull me in
meeting
whenever.
with all of you.
All three. I just put all three of them in a meeting.
Yeah, all of them. All of us.
Okay. Could we all go to the
all of us in there.
Pull me in whenever you're ready. I'll stick around inside the Discord chats. Just pull me in.
We'll make a group chat. We'll make a group chat.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a group chat.
Okay. Go back to lab.
But yeah, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. You guys are all good.
Does anyone have any more points?
Solace, yes, I am Aussie.
Right.
I've literally just noticed that I'm Aussie. It's quite funny. I think I've told you like 3 times.
Oh, since no one has. Okay, Solaris spokesperson here. Let's see what they have to say. And then we'll end up the call.
There's also another hand up from.
I'm not the official spokesperson, but since no one else is online.
Yeah, no one. I asked
Ultra
Ultra to come, but Ultra's not like come on.
We'll use you as a current representative.
You are currently a Solarian representative. I just want to say, Aster loves you. We don't have any hate towards you. We do respect you guys a lot, and we thank you for everything that you have done for Aster. We wish that there was more community between our 2 groups, and we wish that you guys saw yourself as Asterian when we brought you in. But obviously, it's your land. You can do what you want with the area we gave you. We just wish that our communities weren't so separated, and we wish that we could have helped each other out more. We did not mean to make you guys feel neglected if we did, but we can discuss what we need to discuss, and we hope any bad that are between us gets resolved. But we do love you and we respect you guys very much.
Yeah,
as I said earlier.
Like I said earlier, we had no bad relationship with you guys. It's just that it wasn't even neglection. We just didn't really do anything with each other. We were just kind of there.
Yeah, it was just because like I would ask Solaris for stuff, but it wouldn't get done. So I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That just sounds like bad business practices on there.
It
doesn't sound like anything like that.
I'd say, hey guys, could I get like some farms made? Nothing. Well, I don't nothing against Solaris. It's probably just you guys were busy doing your thing or whatever. But I just want to.
Yeah, it's either we were making it in a creative world or we were just not online at all.
Yeah.
Because you know how we are, just not active.
I just wish that you guys saw yourself as Ethereum at the time, but it's fine. Anyway, whatever.
We've moved on.
Yeah, we've moved on.
we thought of League of Astarians fully once, but I think Ultra and the others had bigger plans, so we had to do it.
On another note, I will need a computer craft expert. This is the only time I will mention this. For this build, I plan to have multiple displays. If anyone considers themselves a computer craft expert, please reach out to me.
We can get Aval status for that.
Awesome.
We'll get because it's for the UN building, so no one's gonna plant anything there. It's all gonna be neutral ground. We'll need to name the UN building something. We'll need to come up with a name, but obviously
we'll need to. I don't want to use UN, but I think we need to come up with a name.
Yeah, we'll do a poll, ask for suggestions, and when we splash it out more.
Yeah, maybe do like a tournament thing. Get a bunch of name suggestions, put them all in like a
names and logos
tournaments, and then do votes on each name.
Yeah.
That would be a good structure for it.
So, is there anything else anyone wants me to clarify? Or?
United Countries of Siege. That absolutely put that into the recommendations. I want to get a few more choices up first, though.
We're not. It's not going to be a separate building. We're just going to replace spawn, guys.
Oh shit! Never mind. Okay, yeah, fair.
We're just gonna like replace spawn, probably move it, because that's easier than making a whole separate warp somewhere else.
Yeah, that makes sense. But that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we definitely gonna need more expertise in this.
Yeah. When we have international court, we'll all have a physical place to go to, so it'll feel more friendly.
Yeah, that would give actual use to the voice chat because I feel that it's used very little as it is now because of how far the distance is. People.
We've gotten quite a lot of intel from voice chat recently. In recent
I
times.
understand. Yeah, it's still. I think that this would be a lot of fun for people that like the voice chat. We feel that this would be
to have the festival, which I just want to point out for the people who went here. Only political importance places can be terrorized. The community event in the Grand is not a political event, so it is exempt. It cannot be terrorized.
When an explosion goes off at the Grand, you're in big trouble, masters.
Yeah. So when events happen, if they are like an Olympics would be a political event that would be able to be terrorized, and it's in a stadium which is allowed to be terrorized. A club that has a community event like the music festival, it is a community event. It cannot be bombed because it is a community event. So I just want to point that out for any terrorists that are in here looking to bomb another building. Political buildings only. If you don't know if a building has political importance, don't bomb it to be safe.
Too bad.
For the record, I also would like to add to this. Why are we promoting terrorism in the Olympics?
We don't want you to terrorize, but if you do want to terrorize, make sure
this is your only option.
Make sure it is an actual political building, like town hall, city hall, stadiums are allowed. Because why not? So town hall
to get a bit warm.
Yeah, stadiums. Yeah. In wartime scenarios, it's completely different. This is just for terrorism, and terrorism does have to be. Acer is not a political building, but we have a political building.
On another note, again, getting design inspiration, taking ideas. Whilst we've got a few people here, I'm just a country's considered a political building. No, those are private buildings, my friend.
Political buildings are like town hall, city hall, mint, treasury, stuff like that. Stadium.
But you can't blow those up because they're in mine colonies. If you're talking about the mine colonies town hall.
No, just like general. You can still blow up mine colonies. You don't have land protection.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, we removed all protection because protection cringe. Well, then you're not a country. If your country is one entire building.
I'd like to propose this as a thing in the lobby of the United, or for the sake of it, I'll call it the United Nations building as a placeholder, but obviously that's like subject to change. So, do we want to perhaps put some kind of small public stools for people that are like selling goods, just like a rentable stools for a couple of days or something?
We can
perhaps have some kind of like community interaction on the first floor, then on the second floor have the actual get to business section.
We can talk about it in our meeting with Garfield.
Okay. I just want to get some opinions and all, but absolutely, if you want to talk about that, then
yeah, we will.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Since the meeting that will happen is a private meeting, Krat, I cannot invite you in, unfortunately, even though you are a news reporter. Because this is going to be private information, we don't want to have anything spill out. Anything that was said here is able to be reported on, shared around. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask any of us who spoke. No, Phyllis, you can't. Sorry. But yeah, any political questions, anything big that happens politically, I will kill myself. Thank you. But anything that happens politically will be major events. Okay, bombings probably won't be, but all the stuff major events. It is. I mean, yeah, we've had a good discussion today. Thank you all for coming to international court. I wish we could like have something so we could like show respect. But thank you for coming to the court today, guys. I feel like we'd had a good talk, and we'll keep in touch with our outcome, and we'll let you all know what happens. And if you have any more intel on the bomber, let us know. And guys, we want actual information, not clues. Don't be like, oh, I know who it is. Oh, they are in this person. They're affiliated with these people. No, we don't want that. We want actual information. We don't want clues. We want real things that we can go, okay, yes. Because if you just give us clues, it makes us trust you less.
If you just give us information, there's no speculation, and therefore you worse.
It saves a lot of people, because when we start to speculate, more people get hurt. Because like we speculated wrong many times.
Oh my God. Sketch is right. Sketch is right.
Yeah, you're onto something there. Ooh.
Oh my God! They burned the 7 away. Oh my God! It really narrows it down, though.
We know exactly who it is now.
We do.
I think this will crack the case, guys.
Okay, so they've been online for a person, and they play.
Let's put it this way as well. They were on Minecraft at the time of the bombing.
Oh my!
Like they probably breathe as well.
Fuck.
I don't know.
They probably have eyes.
They probably live within one of the countries.
That is true. That is true.
We've got to take all of this into account. I'll pull out the notepad.
Have we like looked at the fact that they might have ears and listening capabilities?
No. But
that's optional.
The fact that they have arms and legs.
Oh,
that's also optional. I'm not ableist, all right? That's also optional.
Look, we need to have all our options on the table, right? Anyway, thank you for coming to the meeting, guys. I will hopefully the next court is a lot less hectic and not run by Easter. Every court that has happened has had an Asterian lead. Can we have another nation lead the court next time? We'll think of stuff. We'll let you all know. Thank you. And can citizens please stop typing in international board? International board is not for the citizens rule. I will fix that. But please, if you're a citizen rule, do not type in international board. If you do, I will literally mute you because I've said it right now. Do not type in international board if you have citizen rule. If you do, I will mute you. Right. Anyway, bye bye. Thank you. Bye.
I've been up here longer than I should have. Bye now.
You have. Bye. I'll make the group chat.